Alright, ladies and gentlemen of my YouTube, it's your boy Ask Why Walker. We're finally at the final part of spring upgrades. I'm still uploading the other videos. I'm doing them in no particular order, but I'm naming them, I'm labeling them and numbering them. So there's no specific order to them. But this is the last one. We're down to the conclusion with the Dell. So as you know, we scrapped the Optiplex 790, and then we scrapped the 990's motherboard inside the 790. So the 790 is a thing of the past. We're done. We got a fully working 3020, and we lost two RAM slots, but not a big L, because then you just up the capacity of the sticks. So now we got 16 gigs of RAM. I'm gonna get the heat spreaders next week. I'm gonna get the heat spreaders so we can have some cooling and better heat dissipation on the RAM sticks. I just got done playing some low quality Fortnite. Low quality Fortnite on a PC is better than low quality Fortnite on a Switch Lite. I will say that. Like I came in third. I did something pretty amazing. The guy was one of the randos who's trying to take off with a sword, and I smacked him with the shotgun. Like I got like 4 good shots before he almost got away with the sword. So he was using the sword into the glider, and I smacked him. I smacked him with this legendary I had the legendary Havoc assault rifle, and I smacked him. That was beautiful. But I was smart. I played it smart. I didn't go. He had a crown. I didn't go grab it, because then everybody would have known. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna leave that crown. And I played it smart because I was playing on Wi-Fi and I was playing low quality, so I wasn't at my optimal best, but it was fun nonetheless. But yeah, so here's the range of upgrades that we got going, and here's actually what you need to, if you're gonna get Optiplex 3020. The best one out of this series, I think, is the 9010. That's the best, because you got like a shit ton of space for upgrades. You get a significant amount of space in here. Like you can put dual fan 1660 and still have space. You can put, but I say the most, as I said in previous videos, the optimal is the single fan 1660, the single fan 1660 Super that they had in those HP Omens. Those are like the best graphic cards for these type of systems, because you will get crazy good frames and everything. Now I took out this is the i5. I took it out because I already ordered the i7 and it'll be here next week. So this is the i5. I'm gonna put this on my eBay store, and I'm gonna put it on my eBay store, and I'm gonna put it on OfferUp. So if anybody local want to buy it, I'm gonna clean the thermal compound, of course. So it ran pretty good with this i5. So if you're just doing matter of fact, you could run Fortnite pretty good with just the i5 on the 3020. You can get away with the i5. You can hands down get away with running the i5. I prefer the i7 because it's the best you can get, and with a better CPU cooler. I got this Thermaltake. I ended up getting this Thermaltake joint. So with a better cooler, you can, if you're overclocking it or using the Intel Speed Boost, you're Gucci. And I got a better fan too. I got a better rear fan. The best fan you can get is a Noctua. They got two. That brown one is the most silent one, but the gray one is just as good. But I went with a cheaper solution. I went with this Be Quiet, because it's actually pretty quiet. When it's running, I don't hear shit, because these come stock with the Suyon fan, a Sunyon fan, and those things get pretty loud. So you can always change the fan. And okay, so list of parts you will need to upgrade the Optiplex 3020 to use a better graphic card. Graphic card, of course, this is a 732 gig, so it runs pretty good. But if you're doing like emulation, it's perfect. You could probably play up to like GameCube or PS2 with no issue. So that runs through. So graphic card, of course. if you're upgrading from the i5 to the i7, definitely a better cooler. You're not going to want the stock. You're definitely going to want a better cooler. And you can actually do one of the high ones too if you want to do like Amazon make coolers now. Amazon has a cooler for $25 and it comes with a red LED fan. So you could go with high cooler too. I decided to go with this since it was one of my favorite brands and it was only $11. So okay, so my upgrade recommendations and stuff that you will actually need. The fan is optional. You could get away with the stock rear fan, but I choose not to. So, better fan, better heat sink if you're upgrading to the i7 from the i5. GPU, of course. Power supply. Very, very, very important. You are going to need a different power supply to power those better cars. I went cheap this time. I bought this 400 watt Cool Max for $25 and it was I thought it wasn't worth it because when I was dealing with the 790 and shit wasn't working, but when you got something that works like this, it's worth it because I'm rocking with a GPU that you don't have to power. So yeah, if anything, I'll probably upgrade to like I'll get a 4 gig. What's a 4? I think they have a 1030 or 1040 that's 4 gig that could draw power from the PCI and you won't have to plug it up to external power. So I'll probably upgrade from this to that. But yeah, you're going to need another power supply because the stock Dell power supply that comes with this is not going to be enough to power it. It's not. So you got options. As long as it's shaped like this, you Gucci. You're wholeheartedly Gucci. If you go with a one that has like better wattage and has like the fan at the bottom, you can go with that too. So if you're gonna get one that you have to power your card externally, my advice for that, you're not going to really care about the DVD drive. So down the line, you could get rid of the DVD drive because chances are you're not going to use it because you're going to have SSDs, either one SSD and a mechanical or just a big ass SSD. So bam, SSD, we got a 512 gigabyte SSD. So you can get rid of your DVD drive and put like a little 5.25 cover in the front, and then you can your excess wires, you can hide them when you get rid of the DVD drive. The wires that you're not using, you can hide them in here. You could just hide these motherfuckers right in here and you're Gucci. But yeah, also for the Optiplex, for this model, for the 3020 and it's 3 different ones. It's the 3020, the 7010, and the 1090, which is, one of the best ones. You're going to need this. This is a power supply converter. It turns the 24-pin power supply, whatever thingy, into an 8-pin. That's proprietary for these motherboards. So yeah, this was $7 off of Amazon. You're going to need this. This was $7. So there's no getting around getting this. You have to have this to power the motherboard. So this is $7. Another power supply. Well, okay, this is a must. This is a must. Everything else is semi-optional, but still recommended. Oh, also, if you are using a different CPU cooler, you see how this is a 3-pin connector, and you see where it would connect where the Dell, inside the Dell motherboard, it's like a 4-pin proprietary proprietary slot. Well, you're gonna need this. They sell this on Amazon too. It converts standard 3 to 4. It converts the standard 3 to 4-pin connection thingy to one that will fit in a Dell, and it works perfectly. See? And I got this off of Amazon. For like $7. No, I got this one for $6.99. So yeah, if you're changing the CPU cooler, you have to get this. Unless you're getting another Dell one, or unless you're feeling not lazy and you want to solder it yourself, like you want to now if you want to be a tryhard and if you want to be a tryhard and cut these wires and solder it to the thing yourself, you can wholeheartedly do it. I did something equivalent to that before. I accidentally ripped one of the cables to this RGB fan I had, so I stripped the wires down and I soldered it. I got like another port thingy from another fan, and I soldered it, and it worked. I soldered it and it worked, but it wasn't work. It was something in the cord that the fan wasn't going at its full speed. So I was like, screw it. So I just said screw that, and I just bought another fan. But it's doable. So if you want to be a tryhard, this is your other option. But I say the easy option: buy this off of Amazon or off of eBay. They got some for like $4 on eBay, but my thing with eBay is the shipping and the post office. I'm not a big fan of my personal post office because they have this thing where they'll mark my packages as delivered and deliver them the next day. I don't like that because if something went wrong with that package, the first thing that the eBay person is going to see is that, oh well, it's been delivered. So you know what I'm saying. But so far it hasn't been any issue. So as long as there's no issue, I do not have a problem as long as I get my fucking shit. Whereas Amazon, you get your joint when you're supposed to get it, and it's delivered by the wonderful Amazon drivers. All right, so yeah, so if you're changing your CPU cooler, this is a must. If you are upgrading to a better GPU that requires more power supply is a must. And if you do that, the converter 24 pin to 8 pin converter cable must, 100% must. But other than that, yeah. So this it started out as a disaster, but then it turned into a great success, and I'm a fan of great successes. So yeah. So this is finally done. The i7 will be here this week. And that's it. Down the line, I told my nephew, I'll get him a better GPU for this. That one that could probably run PUBG, probably like a low power 4 gig 1050. You could run Fortnite, you could run PUB, you could run freaking GTA. You can run Grand Theft Auto Online, and powered by 16 gigs of RAM, of course. Yeah. So, in conclusion, spring upgrade season was a great success for the most part. For my personal build over there, from the head honcho over there, I'm going to get a 6950, and that's the top GPU that I can get for my system. I'm going to get that, and for the build right there that you see that I'm building to sell, I'm going to put my 6700 XT in there. So, and I'm gonna bundle it with, you see the webcam that's on top of my main monitor. I'm gonna bundle it with that webcam, and I'm thinking about adding a monitor. If I add a monitor, I'm probably gonna try. My asking price is gonna be $1,200. I think that's more than fair. Whereas if I don't include the monitor, if I just include the camera and everything, I'm thinking I'm gonna stick with I'm gonna go with $850, even though I should charge more. But I have some prospects. Like I have a coworker at my job who's a definite prospect. So I'll definitely for my coworker, I'll definitely probably throw in the camera for $850, and he'll be able to stream. He'll be able to play whatever he wants to run on there in 1080p at probably ultra settings or high settings, because the processor that's in that build is the processor that I just upgraded from, which is the 5700X. So the 5700X with the 6700 XT, that's a pretty solid combo. That's the combo I was rocking with that combo. So, but spring upgrade season, we upgrading over here. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again. Enjoy.